Listen, they hate me the most and just like me. I don't really know what that means. That's it. Enough of this. Shut up. I'm not trying to get demonetized on this video, baby, because I'm having an amazing night as your Miami Heat take down the top-seeded Cavaliers 21-3. My ass. Eastern Conference favors my ass. Donovan Mitchell is better than Tyler Herro. My ass. Tyler Herro tonight had 34 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists on 52% shooting and 56% from the field. That's an all-star. That's an all-NBA player. That's a first-team all-NBA player. Compare that to Donovan Mitchell, the guy that all the Heat fans wanted, including myself, but I'll be the first to tell you I was damn wrong, was held tonight to 12 points on 5 of 16 shooting. That's 31% from the field. And he was locked down by guys like Drew Smith, another guy I was wrong about. But that guy makes winning plays. Oh my God, where do I begin? Bam, awesome. Jimmy Butler, sensational. Tyler Herro, godly. Duncan Robinson got his swagger back. Man, I'm exhausted. It feels so good to care about Miami Heat basketball again. So good. I've watched every single game for the last several years, and yes, there's been a lot of great pockets of where it's been fun. Of course, you've had some deep playoff runs, but for a while, it's just been so monotonous and boring to watch, and it's almost like a chore sitting through all these games. But right now, it feels so good, so I just want to soak it all in and pray that it lasts, which I think it might, because a lot of what we're seeing now is very sustainable. I got a bunch of notes about the game, but we'll start with that fourth quarter where the Heat were active on offense and on defense. I mean, they were matching the Cavs bucket for bucket, who were acting like the best team in the league. They were hitting some big shots to get into it. You had Karis LeVert hit a big three, matched with Scary Terry, step back, 3, cash. And then you had, I think it was Darius Garland came back, hit a 3. But then you had Drew Smith come back and hit another 3. The Heat came to play tonight. Super active, just defensively. You had Duncan Robinson blitz Jared Allen. Got a steal and had a breakaway dunk. It got to be the first Duncan Robinson dunk in, 3 years? You also had Terry Rozier with another, boom, swap block to the Cavs guy that was driving in the paint. I know the Heat Twitter, they posted a tweet earlier today. They posted a highlight of the block Terry had, I think, against the Lakers. And they said, this shot blocking guard looks familiar. And I literally quote tweeted that and said, stop it, admin. Don't ever compare D-Wade to Terry Rozier. And they still shouldn't. But again today, Terry Rozier had another great block. So maybe I should give him some more credit for his defense. Although I don't think it was great today at all. But hey, he made a couple big plays. You also had Jimmy Butler on the second night of a back-to-back. I was skeptical how he would look. I wasn't sure if his body would be ready for a back-to-back against this team with this defense, but he was great. In that fourth quarter, he was aggressive. They put Georges and Yang on him. That is disrespectful. And Jimmy Butler was attacking that, getting right to the rim. You had Drew Smith again, back-to-back offensive rebounds, and then cast a 3 in the corner. The whole bench went crazy. Kaseya Center erupted, 20,000 fans screaming at the top of their lungs. I was at home off the couch jumping up and down, because right after that, you had Bam Adebayo attacking Jared Allen. Drew a foul one time, hit a push shot another, hit a 3-pointer just a couple plays after that. And then you had the Cavs in desperation mode, double teaming our guards, trying to blitz us to get some steals. But you can't blitz Tyler Herro. The vision is too good. Did a right-handed boom. Tua Tagovailoa-esque, dare I say. I'm only going to say that today because the Dolphins won. But Dan Marino-esque pass, dime. Absolute precision dime to Drew Smith, who was standing in the paint, who hit a layup. Oh, what an incredible game for your Miami Heat. Really up-led, kind of start to finish. I know they were up 8 at the half. You had 4 starters in double digits. Tyler Herro had some tough floaters. Almost had a putback dunk. He's going to get drug tested tomorrow for that. I don't know where the hell Tyler found that from. You had Bam being aggressive. Jimmy Butler was aggressive. Had a lob dunk from Tyler. A half-court heave that didn't count because it hit the shot clock and then bounced in. But he was being aggressive. You had Duncan Robinson just jacking up everything and couldn't miss. And I say jacking up in a good way because I trust him to shoot. You know, like when Duncan is not shooting, it means he's lost his confidence. I like when he's pulling. And the degree of difficulty on these shots that he was making is insane. And I don't want to take that for granted because there's not, I don't know if there's any guy in the league that can make this level of difficulty from three other than like, you know, the superstar Steph Curry, Dame, Harden, whatever, but that makes this high difficulty of threes on as consistent a basis as Duncan Robinson. I'm talking flying off of screens. I'm talking pump fake, side steps. Oh, he was awesome tonight, Duncan Robinson. And then on top of that, Donovan Mitchell was held to 2 points. And then in that third quarter, oh, don't get me started. Tyler Herro had more points in the third quarter than Jarrett Allen, Donovan Mitchell, and Evan Mobley had for the whole game combined. Now, that being said, Evan Mobley did miss the second half. I don't want to let that be lost because he is one of their best players, having an all-star caliber season. So I do think that's definitely hurt the Cavs a lot. To a lesser extent, I think the Heat were also missing Kevin Love because Love played like 5 first-half minutes. People are speculating maybe the back spasms were acting up again. We'll hear a little bit from Spoelstra on that, I'm sure, later. But Thomas Bryant played, and hey, Thomas Bryant played well too. Had a couple of blocks, had like a spiked volleyball swat that he had. Thomas Bryant was decent in his small sample size tonight. But in that third quarter, you got that Tyler Herro explosion, had a driving left hand and one where I know Tyler Herro could barely get into the paint these last several seasons. Now he's blowing past 3 defenders, finishing with the left hand, screaming and one. I mean, Tyler Herro tonight, I think, had 9 free throw attempts. 9 for 9 from the line. That is what we wanted to see from Tyler's game, and we're starting to see it. And certainly to a big degree tonight, we saw it. You also had Tyler Herro had the dime to Jimmy Butler. Beautiful. Like, he pinpoint passed it, so it went right under Sam Merrill's hand, or I think Jimmy went back door on, and that's right after Thomas Bryant had that nasty block. So Tyler was diming all over the place today. What'd I say? You have 7 assists. About 6 of them were like highlight passes, just beautiful. Lobs to Jimmy, just, oh, amazing. He is running this offense to perfection, and he's making it very exciting to watch too. And then Donovan Mitchell started to get going a little bit in that third quarter too. Hit like a transition 3, and Eric Reed's thinking, you can only keep Donovan Mitchell asleep for so long. But then Tyler Herro came right down the court and hit like a 30-foot bomb himself. Oh my God, if that's not an all-star, I don't know what is. Oh, what a game, and it feels good, man. It feels good. I told y'all last game, I said, listen, we all know this was a rough 4-game stretch coming up for the Heat. You had the Celtics, and then you beat the Lakers, and then you beat the Suns. And I said, hey, Lakers aren't looking as great as we thought. Suns, obviously, we're missing some guys. I'm glad they're going to finish at least 2-2 in this stretch, but beat the Cavs and I'll feel good. I said beat the Cavs and I'll be one of the most or as excited on a postgame as you haven't seen me in a long time. And that's what we got, man. And listen, you had Evan Mobley for a half and you had the rest of those guys. If Evan Mobley played this game, I'm not sure the result is any different. Obviously, things might have been a bit more difficult, but the way the Heat were playing, they were just adjusting to everything the Cavs threw out there. Defensively, everything they had worked, whether it was the zone, whether it was the man-to-man. Tyler Herro was picking apart that defense like I don't know, like an elite point guard. He really was. Oh, that's all my official notes about this game. We'll run through the box score real quick. Jimmy Butler on the second night of a back-to-back, 18 points, was 6 of 12 from the line, got 5 assists, and 6 of 8 from the free throw line. That's aggressive Jimmy Butler. There was a lot of times today they inbounded the ball to him. He was trying to go coast to coast. Like, that's an aggressive Jimmy Butler. Hayward Highsmith today had a great few games offensively. Today he only took 2 shots, missed them both, but defensively was awesome. Him in this starting lineup, this is the starting lineup, and it has been great. They have a great record, and a big part of that is because of Hayward Highsmith, whether he's scoring points or not. Bam Adebayo today against just a monster front court had 16 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 of 14, 2 of 4 from 3. This is as difficult as a matchup as you can get for Bam Adebayo, and he thrived in it. And then Duncan Robinson, man, where would they be without him today? 7 of 11 overall, 4 of 6 from 3, 23 points for him. Oh, and then, of course, Tyler Herro. We talked about his stats. I'll say it again, 34.6 rebounds, 7 assists. That's an average day in the office for Tyler Herro nowadays. Listen, this Heat team, when all of these guys are playing at their best, at least as we know they're capable of, this Heat team is a contender. The problem is we don't see all that or we haven't seen all that or all of these things come together consistently, right? Because last game versus Suns is really the first time you had a great Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler game in who knows how long. Usually it's one of those three of those three, but now you got back-to-back games where all three really dominate. If they can continue that up at some level of consistency and also have Duncan hit his shots, which we know he can. Hayward will always play defense. You got a bench. And obviously the bench isn't even playing that well right now. Jaime Jaquez, I think, was pretty bad today. Only got 15 minutes, was 1 of 4. Terry Rozier was a little bit better, 14 points, 9 rebounds for him. He shot 42%, but he still did a couple of things offensively that annoyed me a little bit. But he is what he is. He's going to be a spark plug off the bench. That's fine. Every team needs that, you know. But yeah, if the Heat can keep playing this up, they can be contenders, man. I'm telling you. Outside of that, yeah, Love didn't check back in. And Drew Smith again. This time he played 25 minutes to Terry Rozier's 27. So Spo did kind of even those out a little bit after Drew Smith got the large nod last game. But yeah, Drew Smith finished with 11 points, 3 of 6 from 3. That's your defensive stopper shooting 3 of 6 from 3. That's incredible. That really, really is. So those were your two main guys off the bench outside the little bit for Jaquez and I guess Thomas Bryant and Kevin Love. So, hey, man, it'll be interesting to see when Pelle Larsson comes back. I should mention he's still out. He was a pretty consistent part of the rotation, so maybe he takes some of these minutes from, I don't know who, from Jaime Jaquez even. I don't know. And on the Cavs side of things, yeah, they held Donovan Mitchell to 12 points. That's your game right there. I've been saying it. You cut the head of the snake off, you're going to win a lot of games. We saw the Heat do that with Anthony Davis. We saw them do it with Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. Now they're doing it with Donovan Mitchell. This Heat team has defensive stoppers. That is huge. Shout out to Drew Smith for being a big part of that. That's really all I got to say for this video, man. I'm very, very exhausted. Got to keep this up, man. Let's check the schedule real quick because I don't even know who's coming next on the schedule for these guys here. So the next game for the Miami Heat, if I could stall long enough to find this game, is... Oh, see, I don't even know because this is the dumb in-season tournament where they schedule games. I think it's going to be December 12th because I think I remember seeing that on Twitter. It's either against, like, the Pistons or someone else, but hopefully that means that the Heat do get a few days off here so they can kind of rest up after this back-to-back and then continue taking care of business as the Heat are now, I believe, 2 games above 500. Yeah, they're 12-10. Got to keep it rolling, y'all. I'm hyped. Drop y'all thoughts down in the comments below and leave a like and subscribe because I'm on the grind to hit 6K subs. And I'll see y'all in the next video, y'all. Let's go, Heat! Peace out, y'all.
Pull up in your city trying to get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.